Alright class, fine. Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very special good evening of the week to one and all. Myself Shabnam, as usual from the code Ark, and we hope you all are fine as usual. Alright, would be glad if you could quickly acknowledge to us in the chat section. Audibility, visibility, all clear and set to go ahead, is it? Alright. Fine. Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned in the class last time. All of us, just to remind you, for the people who are here with us right from the full stack, this is day 41. Alright, and for the people who have joined us for Python SQL Django track, this is day 3. Yes, clear. Okay, fine, good. Let's start without wasting our time because we are 5 to 6 minutes already late today. Take it. We had seen the concept of variables last time and the data types. Python support different data types. The most primary of those being integer, string, float and the boolean. Am I right? Python also supports some collection data types. Collection data type like list, set, dictionary, tuples. Although we haven't discussed anything about tuple and about set, list, dictionary also, we did not go into the depth of it. I just introduced them to you. Alright, but these are the different data type being supported by Python. Okay, next there are some inbuilt functions that we can make use of in Python. Few of those inbuilt functions to recall that we have already used. Print to display some text on the screen or message. Input function that takes input from the user. Am I right? Input people, if input is to be taken during runtime from the user. Type function, type type function, and someone said me in the chat section that day, the way JavaScript has type of. Yeah, Python has a type function that returns the data type of a particular variable. Is that okay? Alright, we have also seen certain rules to create or to name a variable, like just few to name them. Variable can never start from any number. Variables cannot contain any special character except underscore. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? All of us fine. The day today is to briefly understand the concept of operators in Python. Alright, fine. Now we might have seen operators in JavaScript. Those of you who are very new to coding or very new to Python will start from scratch. What are the operators? Alright, fine. So here we start for the session for the day today. Good evening. Yeah, good evening everyone. First of all, operators are those special, let me say, notations who perform operations upon the operands. Is that okay? If that sounds confusing, if that sounds confusing, for example, I have 7 and I have 6, right? And if I want to add both of them, plus becomes an arithmetic operator or an addition operator. Alright, fine. So if plus is an operator here, people, plus if it's an operator, alright, then what do you mean by 7 and 6? These are nothing but operands. Okay, and together 7 plus 6 forms expression. Is that okay? Fine. So operators always perform some operations upon the operands. Let me put this point here. Operators always performs some operations upon the operands. Operand can be 2 operand, operand can be 3 operand, like this. Operand can be 4 operand, like this. So if you could see 7, 6, 6 and 9, these are the 4 operands here. And 2 different operators that I'm using, plus and minus. Alright, so that is how do we say what is operator? Something that perform operations upon the operand. That's one thing. Number 2, there are different types of operators supported by Python. First of all, arithmetic operator. Many of us who are right from the days of JavaScript might be aware of arithmetic operators like plus, minus, multiply, divide. Some more to come up here. Then we have comparison operator like greater than, less than, and so on. Then we have logical operators, people. Logical operator, that is and, or. Assignment operator, that is equal to or not equal to. Let me say only equal to. Is that okay? Not equal to, only equal to. And you will find we have some two special categories of operators here, that is membership and the identity operator. Okay, there is one more type of operator, but only if time permit I'll talk about it. So let me mark this one as a star, called as a bitwise operator. एक और कैटेगरी आता है पाइथन में called as a bitwise operator. If you have ever seen this type of symbols, people, and, or, that was all, this is and. Okay, somewhere we make use of XOR and so on. Alright, so let me keep that asterisk mark. Alright, fine. Yes, bitwise. You are right, Rajiv. Alright, one day or the other we will definitely talk about the bitwise. Don't worry for that. But let us cover up these other operators, considering them as a vast coverage. Is that okay? Fine. I start from arithmetic operator. Number one. Now, listen to me carefully. Today I'm working under Visual Studio Code, right? But in the end of the class, I will tell you how to use Visual Studio Code to write Python program, right? So that after many people have joined and even they get used to it. Alright, so you imagine this is my I have already completed the prerequisite behind to write a Python code. Okay? Chalo, everything is same except the editor behind is a Visual Studio Code and not an idle kind of IDE. Okay? Alright, this is my new file and I call it as day 3, not HTML, CSS or JS today, but py. You see, the moment I give an extension .py, the symbol here changes as a Python logo. Is that okay? So this is day 3.py. I write a simple program and I show you how to write and run Python code in Visual Studio Code. So I say print hello, double quote, single quote, both works. Print hello. And if you could see, this is a run file button here in the top right, which will help your program to work. Okay, so I say run. I don't prefer to go live here. The reason why, because we want output on the terminal, not on the web page. Clear? Output we need on the terminal. This output is not going to trigger any web page. Okay, so print hello, and you see the output of print hello here. Give me a couple of seconds, please. Okay. So this is here. Okay, ignore what other it says. That's fine. Print hello. Say print enjoy learning Python. And if I could say run. Okay, so this is how the output is being displayed. 1, 9, 2 line. Is that okay? Fine. Okay. I don't want them, so either you comment this or you remove them. I get rid of it. Save this. Fine. Right. So the first type of operator we are learning is arithmetic operators. I hope the font size is okay. Okay. So these are the arithmetic operators, people. That is plus, addition, minus, subtraction, asterisk, multiplication. This is for division, modulus और mod. जो लोग ये पहली बार देख रहे, percentage sign, this is called as a modulus operator. That's called as a modulus operator. This operator always return the remainder after division. Okay, and we have two. See, this is a single slash, which is called as a division operator. This is double slash, which is also a division, but we call it to be a floor division. Okay, the difference we'll see practically. Is that fine? The difference between the two. And then the last arithmetic operator as supported by Python, double asterisk, which is called as exponent or exponentiation. Alright. all of us. For the people who are coming here from JavaScript or Java, for them this would be very simple, easy. Alright, but I will go ahead as if people are learning this from scratch. क्योंकि यहाँ पर ऐसे भी कुछ बच्चे हैं जो बिल्कुल कोडिंग का नॉलेज लिए बगैर आ रहे हैं. फाइन, ओके, ठीक है. सो a is equals to 10, b is equals to 5. So if I say print a plus b, print a plus b. Alright, it says 15 because 10 plus 5 is 15. And if I write like this, the sum is, people, the sum is comma. When you say comma, that means it is going to concatenate this expression ka output with the string. It's like you want to join something with the string which cannot be written in quotes. Alright, remember, like in JavaScript we have made use of this type of plus. People, plus, that is to concatenate a part of the print statement with other part which was either a variable or an expression to evaluate. Is it okay? Fine. We don't make use of any plus here for concatenation, joining, merging. Instead, comma works. Okay, check. So the sum is, since you have given a space here, a plus b. Is that okay? So similarly, if I write print, the difference is, people, the difference is a minus b. Okay, you want to just write a minus b, print a minus b, but I prefer to write this way. Okay, so that is 10 minus 5. These are auto suggestions, people. Hoping you are understanding. Right, so to save our time, I keep this line copied and I paste it, and I say here the product is, a into b, because that is to find the multiplication. Here we go. What happened? Okay, again. One moment, please. Okay, let me close and open again. Something went wrong. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's give my Visual Studio Code some time. Meanwhile, I walk to Colab. Is it okay? Give my Visual Studio Code some time. Let's not waste our time here. Okay, fine. Give it a moment of time. Okay, by the time, in case if you have any doubt, any particular question, you can put here in the chat section. Also, I hope you have done most of the questions from your assignment, correct? People, assignment. Okay. Okay, here we go. So a is equals to 10, b is equals to 5, right? We said print a plus 5. Man, we're logging. I don't, it's just for me or something. No, I stopped in between. In fact, Bharat, I stopped in between. Is it clear now? Come on, fast. Is it all set to go? Clear? Okay, if I say a minus b, Yes ma'am, ठीक है, चलो, quick. Bharat, the problem was for some reason my Visual Studio Code was working too slow behind. That's the reason I just switched to Colab. Is it okay? ठीक है, चलो. Executing it. This is just to check. But am I lagging now? No, I don't think so, guys. Is it still lagging? Quick. Vishwa, Bharat, Rajiguru, Chinu, those who are here, the names that I could read, please. Is it still lagging? I stopped in between, in fact. Okay, I stopped in between. I switched from Visual Studio Code to Colab. Okay, and if it is still lagging, please quick write to me here in the chat section. Okay? Alright. A plus B, A into B, A minus B, whatsoever that you are printing. Okay, what you are printing. Okay, so this is A into B, and people, my actual work starts from here. Check. It's better to use. Yes, Praveen, it's better to use. In fact, it is one of the best tool to use. Alright. Take it. I say A divided by B. Let my Visual Studio Code restart behind and I'll go back to it. Is it okay? All of us? It's good. Take it. I say let my Visual Studio Code restart and I'll go back to it. Meanwhile, hamara time waste na ho. That's the reason I switched to Colab. Clear? Fine. So this is A divided by B. That is 10 divided by 5. That's okay. That's 50. I hope you got it. That's 2. Is that okay? People, now you see one thing. If you could see one thing, A divided by B means what? 10 divided by 5 basically we want to say. So whenever we make use of this division, okay, division people, division operator, okay, it actually returns the output, that is the answer, in decimal, that is float. Is that okay? That means 10 divided by 5, that is equal to 2, but it doesn't return 2, rather it says 2.0. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Fine. Chali. Now suppose it is not 10 divided by 5. I want to divide, girls and boys, I want to divide, thoda yahan se dhyan dijiye please. I want to divide 13 by 5. Okay, I want to divide 13 by 5. So that says it is 2.6, correct? Okay, if you divide 13 by 5, 5 2s are 10, 3 remains. 5 2s are 10 people, 3 remains. And for 3 to be divisible, I'll have to add 1 0 after decimal. So that's the reason 2.6. I hope you got my point. Okay? But instead of division, if I make use of modulus, this is better read as a modulus operator. Okay? This always returns the remainder after division. Okay, that means if I divide 13 by 5, people, so 5 2s are 10, and how much remains? 3. Check what is the answer. Okay, so it returns 3. Similarly, if I divide 14 by 5, 14 by 5, so 5 2s are 10, how much remains before I could take a decimal dot and increase a 0 in the division? That is 4. So this is what is the use of a modulus operator. In fact, you will find this operator to be very handy while coding. Understood? There would be a lot of issues coming up which could be solved alone by modulus operator. So it's important to understand the significance and application of this. Okay, fine. Chali. But if I say 14 divided by 3, then what will be the remainder? 3 4s are 12. Am I right? 14 से आप divide करने जाओगे 3 को, so 3 4s are 12. 14 minus 12, how much remains? 2. Fine, so it shows me 2. Is that okay? Fine, so this is how modulus works. So if I divide, what could be the answer now? If I divide 14 by 100, people, 14 by 100, to your surprise, it says the answer is 14 only. You understood? Answer is 14 only. How come this happened? Come on, how come this happened? Tell me. when I do like this, 14 modulus 100, that means you're actually trying to divide 14 by 100. Am I right? So 100 zeros are 0. Is that okay? 100 zeros are 0. So numerator will have 0 first. I hope you got my point. 100 zeros are 0. Just I don't have my tablet connected here. So let me just draw this on the page. 1 moment. It's quick. Yes. So you want to say 100 divided by 14. So this is 100 and this is 14. Correct? This is 100. Quick. And this is 14. So I can't even write ones are. So I'll have to write 0. 100 into zeros are 0. And if I subtract them, what's going to remain as a remainder? That's nothing but 14 only. Yes, correct. So this is how the answer is 14 if you say 100 mod 14 or 14 mod 100, let me say. Correct? Hoping you are understanding. Concept clearly, right? You change and see what it shows. This way. Alright, 2. Because this time 14 is a numerator. Am I right? Or let me say the divisor and 100 is a dividend. I hope you got my point. Do the rough work and check on your own. I just gave you the answer of the first one. 14 mod 100 for 14 kaise batata hai. Alright, fine. So I hope if I could stop the discussion about modulus operator here, that is understood. Ek last example aur le lijiye. Last example. Say 45 modulus 10. So if I divide 45 by 10, check it out here, quick. Check it out here. Right? So this is 10 and this is 45. 10 people, 10. And this is 45. Correct? So if I divide 45 by 10, so this is 10 fours are 40. And if I could subtract, correct? I hope you got my. Alright, so that means we have here 5 remaining. Hoping people understand. Correct, right? So this is how exactly how your modulus operator works. Chal. Next operator, which is again an arithmetic operator to use, is called as a floor division operator, people. That is a floor division operator and presented by 2 front slashes. Is that okay? Floor division and presented by 2 front slashes. Now, to understand floor division, you first have to understand what is the meaning of floor values and the ceiling values. Okay, ceil or the ceiling values. Alright, fine. Some of you coming here from JavaScript might be aware, but I assume there are still people who don't know. So let me in short elaborate them. Alright, fine. Okay, so suppose I have a number called as 4.3. Alright, and this number lies between 2 whole number, that is 4 on the left side of the number scale and 5 on the right side of the number scale. Alright, so the nearest whole number on the left side of the number scale, people, that's called as a floor. This is a floor value. And the nearest whole number on the right side of the number scale, that is ceiling. Alright, ceiling, people. ऊपर देखते हो आप, that is ceiling. नीचे देखते हो आप, that is floor. So पीछे वाला is floor, आगे वाला is ceiling. Hoping you are understanding what am I talking. Correct? So if I talk about 4.3, the nearest whole number, look the value, or let me say the term whole is important here. Right? The nearest whole number or the nearest whole integer on the left side of the number scale, that is 4, because the whole number is 3 also, whole number on the left side is 2 also, whole number on the left side is 1 also, but the nearest to 4.3 on the left side of the scale is 4, and nearest to 4.3, सबसे पहला neighbor, people, the first neighbor on the right side, that is 5. Otherwise whole is 6 also, 7 also, 8 also, and so on. Is that okay? Fine. So 4 becomes a floor value and 5 becomes the ceiling value. Right? So now if you try to divide 10 by, or let me write like this, 45 by 10. So this is going to give us 4.5. Remember, I told you division operator returns the answer in decimal, that is point. Even if it is 4, it will say 4.0. right? But अगर आप ऐसे करते हो 4 और 45 डिवाइड बाय 10, this is equals to double division people, floor. So what will it do? Divide ठीक वैसे ही करेगा जैसे division करता है, but after dividing it will take the floor value of it. Got it? So what is the floor value of 4.5? That is 4. Am I right? Ceiling value is 5, but we don't have any ceiling operator here. Mathematical operator talks about only floor, not ceil operator. Is that okay? Fine. So the value is nothing but 4. Right? This becomes handy. ये हम लगभग तब use करते हैं if we want not a rounded answer but a very justified answer. Alright. How about now? See, how about now? 7 divided by 4. Alright, 7 divided by 4. So if I try to divide 7, people, if I try to divide 7, 1 minute. Yeah, if I try to divide 7 by 4, approximately it gives me 1.75. Alright, but if I use the same thing, 7 divide or floor divide by 4, so first it divides like it has done in the previous case, but after division it will take the floor value of the answer. Come on, 1.75 किसके बीच में आता है? Which two whole number? 1 and 2. So this is 1.75. Hence the floor value is 1. So answer will not be 1.75 now. Instead it will be 1. Is that okay? Fine. Take one last example please. One last example. Let's take this time, people. 19 divide by which one? Should I take 8? Would it work? So if I try to divide 19.8, answer is 2. I'm using my scientific calci here. 2.375. Is that okay? But if you say 19 floor division 8, right? So it's going to divide 19 by 8 first. You got my point? Algorithm पहले ऐसे ही काम करेगा. First divide 19 by 8. So the answer will be 2.375. But after division, whatever answer comes, we take its floor value. Okay, we take the floor value. And 2.375 lies between 2 and 3. So 2 becomes floor and 3 becomes the ceiling value of this number. Since this is a floor division, it returns a floor value. It will be 2. Is that okay? Fine. Okay, let us quickly put all these into our code one by one. Okay. So let me say first one was what? 45 divided by 10. Floor divide 10. Is that okay? Fine. Let me not print any other thing. 45 floor. It is still printing. Okay, this is the result of this output. Finish that. Good. So it is 4. And if I divide it, it gives me 4.5, right? Next, I think we took 7 divided by something 4. Okay, so it is 1.75. But if I take a floor division, it returns me only 1. Is that fine? What was that last example we took? 19 divided by 8. So this is 19. And if I try to divide it by 8, it is 2.375. But if I try to take the floor value, it returns me just 2. Is that okay? Fine. Okay, let me quickly check the chat section. Fine. Okay, Bharat. Yeah, good. For some reason, we are avoiding it. Alright, that's for some reason because it is delaying the speed of our relaying. Alright, until we solve that problem, please try to bear with us in Paint. Okay? Fine. Chaliye. Audibility, visibility, everything was clear, right? When I was talking about this and you got the concept of floor division. Is that okay? Fine. Alright, so these are nothing but the different arithmetic operator. एक operator अभी भी बच गया. People, there's one operator still remaining, and that is exponent. Exponentiation operator, which is nothing but a raised to the power b. That is a raised to the power of b. Alright, a raised to the power of b. For example, if I say like this, print 2 double asterisk. Single asterisk, that's a multiplication. But if you make use of double asterisk, people, that means it is used to write raised to the power. Is that okay? That is used to write raised to the power, almost like this. So 2 raised to the power 3. Right? So 2 becomes the base and 3 becomes the power. Is that okay? 2 becomes the base and 3 becomes the power. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Let me remove this empty lines. So that's 8. Correct? And similarly, if I write, say, A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 2. And A, B, so that's 10, 16. 4 raised to the power 2. Okay, fine. I stopped the discussion of arithmetic operators here, people. So these are the 6 to 7 or maybe 8 types of arithmetic operator: plus, minus, multiply, divide, modulus that returns the remainder, division and floor division. Although divide I already said, but division and floor division, division return answer in dot or decimal, but floor division goes one step ahead. After dividing, it takes floor value of the answer. Correct? Double asterisk, that's for exponent. That means something raised to the power of something. I hope you got it. All of us here, people, in the assignment section today, I will show you in the end, assignment section today, I have written one same program which I had asked you to solve for JavaScript. Those who are not there with us that time, now concentrate. Denomination of currency. Where it is here. Okay, if you could read this question. Okay, write a Python program that shows denomination of currency. All that you need here is different arithmetic operators. So if this is the total amount 6740, you have to show the complete denomination. If I have to give you exchange, people. So how will I give in the note starting from highest to lowest? Okay, considering 2000 rupee note is no longer in use, we start from 500 rupees note. Right? So 6500 के लिए 13500 rupees note will be required. Is that okay? So after paying you 6500 rupees, I will be still left to give you 240 rupees, right? And for 240 rupees, 200 note will be required. 100 rupee, no notes. 50 rupees, no note. And finally 20 rupees, 2 notes will be required. Okay, so you try to code this program. This will require all arithmetic operators. Sometime you will take remainder. Sometime you will take floor division. Right? So keep in mind. I hope you understand. Someone please put into the chat section what I spoke, you understood or not. Alright. The question program with respect to, let me say, arithmetic operators. Okay, if this is arithmetic operator, let's go to what is a comparison operator. People, arithmetic operators, we're talking about comparison operator now. Fine. Okay. So following are the comparison operators. Double equal to, like JavaScript, for checking the equality. This is greater than, this is less than. Let's check them one by one. Okay, if you don't mind. Okay, even the shortcut works here. Here we go. Here we go, people. Yes, mom understood. Thank you, people. Fine. Okay, so here we go. Say A is equals to 10 and B is also equal to 10. And if I say A equal B, it says true. Understood? That means this is how the equality works. It returns either true or false. Right? You can even write like this: print A is equal to B. That means it's actually asking the question, is A equal B? That means it's a comparison operator. Is that okay? And if I write like this, exclamation, that means it is not equal to. Now ask the question yourself, is A not equal to B? False. A is equal to B, right? So if I could run this, it says false. How come you say A not equal to B? A is equal to B. That's the reason this equality or inequality has returned me false. Okay, fine. Take it. And what if I write like this? Is A greater than B? Again false. But if I write A as 12, Now check the condition or print statement. It says true. Yeah, A is greater than B. Is that okay? Fine. How about A less than B? That means is 12 less than 10? No, 12 is not less than 10. Correct? So that's false. Okay. Is A greater than or equal to B? Yeah. This is checking for both. Either greater than with or condition. Either greater than or equal to. Like if it is not greater than, okay. But even if it is equal to, it is fine. Look like this. So the output is still true because A is not greater than B, but it is equal to B. Right? So if greater than doesn't hold, equality is still holding here, right? So that's called as greater than equal to. And even if I write less than equal to, yeah, 10 is not less than 10. Perfect, 10 is not less than 10, but 10 is still equal to 10. So the condition is still true. Right? So that's the difference between greater than equal to, less than equal to. Fine. Some healthy example for the day to day. People that I've kept it noted here as a teaching pointer. 1 minute. Yeah. Comparison operator. So these all you can understand. Is 5 greater than 2? Yes, true. 5 greater than equal to 2? Yeah, 5 is greater than 2. Not equal to, but still it is true, right? Don't look at the answer what I've written here. Just keep answering on your own. Is 5 less than true? 2. No, it is false. 1 less than 3? Yes, it is true. 1 is less than or equal to? It's not equal to, but it is still less than 3. Is 3 equal to 1? False. This is checking equality. Comparison, people. Single equal to is assignment, but double equal to, that is a comparison. Correct? Okay. Is 3 not equal to 1? Yes, it is not equal to 1. How come 3 and 1 are same? Am I right? How about this one, people? Can I run this piece of code? There. Okay, let me check the status of my Visual Studio Code. Let me check the status. Okay, the reason being I have some of the very high projects working here and slows down my speed. Come on, let me not take the risk, otherwise simply it will hang and we have to cancel in between. So let's happily work here for the day. Right? From tomorrow again I will resume Visual Studio Code and keep that problem solved. It's my problem. Okay? Alright. So here we go. Fine. What is the use of len function? It returns the length of the string. Right? It returns the length of the string. So if I say print length of Mumbai. People, print length of Mumbai. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what is the length here. Okay, one bracket extra. One closing bracket is extra. Okay, so length of Mumbai is 6. And then if I say also print length of Chandigarh. Okay, print length of Mumbai and print length of Chandigarh. So Mumbai ka length is 6 and Chandigarh length is 10. Now I am checking print whether the two lengths are equal or not. No, of course false. 6 is not equal to 10. Is that okay? So instead of checking equality, what if I check inequality? Yes, length of Mumbai is not equal to length of Chandigarh, correct? What if I check greater than? Is length of Mumbai greater than length of Chandigarh? False. Is length of Mumbai less than the length of Chandigarh? Yes, true. Hoping you are understanding. Correct. Fine. So these were the different comparison operator. Just quickly put up together, see what we have done so far. We saw the list of arithmetic operators. Fine. We saw the list of comparison operator. Now the most favorite operator in any programming language, that is a logical operator, people. Okay. You will find this operator very handy. Yes, Shreyas, you're right. Okay, Mysore. Correct. Mysore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, even if I write Mysuru, then also it is fine. Correct? Good. But in case instead of double equal to, if you write not equal to, it's going to return false. You should keep that also in mind. Good example though. Correct? People, logical operators, that is and, or, and not. Okay? And, or, and, not. Alright, let's see how it works. Let's see how it works. 1 minute please. Okay, ignoring what has been coded up by default. Okay? Ignoring what has been already coded up. Suppose I say A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 20. Alright, print A greater than B, or let me say like this, A greater than 100. False. Also print is B greater than 100. False. Is A less than 100 and B also less than 100? It both returns to me true. But if I try to combine this both and I say this way, people, let me comment the next print. Okay, is A less than 100 and B also less than 100? So AND is here called as a logical operator. For the people who are coming here from the background of C, C++ or Java, we don't write AND there, we make use of double ampersand, correct? I hope you got my point. Python doesn't support double ampersand. Instead, AND is a logical operator and you have to write it by spelling it. Okay, so AND means what? Both the conditions which are being merged here or combined here must be true for final output to be true. Right? So suppose this is a condition X and this is a condition Y. X and Y दोनों भी true होगा तो ही outcome true आएगा. You understood? Fine. So A should be less than 100. What if B is 200? And 200 is not less than 100. Okay? So if I run this, it says false. Am I right? The reason why, because yes, 10. A is 10. 10 is less than 100. But B is 200. Friends, 200 is not less than 100. So true and false is going to return me false. Alright. So this is how it works, people. True and true is equal to true. True and false is equals to false. False and true is also false. And of course, false and false is going to be always false. Right? So for AND logical operator to give you output as true, both the conditions whom you are checking must also be true. Right? Only if both the conditions yield to true, the final outcome by AND will be true. Is that okay? Right? So true and false. One is true, other is false. Second is false, first is true. Then also it will be false. Hoping you understand. Right? Acha, you want to give a little liberty. Instead of AND, you can make use of OR. OR checks for any one condition to be true, not all. Even if all are true, well, but even if one condition is true, it breaks checking of the other condition and comes out. Got it? A be true ho gaya, A or B or C or D. I hope that's the meaning of OR, correct? I hope you understand. That is the meaning of OR. Ya to ye, ya to wo. English meaning of the word OR. Either or. No, but if you say AND, that means you're very strict. You're imposing the restriction. No, my friend, this also and that also. Only if I'm feeling well and I get up on time, I will go to school tomorrow or college tomorrow or for office tomorrow. You understood? तो मतलब दोनों भी condition लागू होते हैं यहाँ पे. First of all, I should keep well if I'm well, right? Number two, and also I'm able to get up on time. So if I could get up on time. You understood? Say I woke up early morning 6 a.m. but I'm not keeping well. So that means both the conditions are not true. And the restriction imposed here is AND. दोनों भी true होना चाहिए. समझ रहे आप बात? दोनों भी true होना चाहिए. Only then the action can be taken. And the same thing, the same statement if I say by speaking OR. Right? Either I am keeping well or I get up early in the morning, I will attend the college. Understood? Either I'm well, people. Like I am not well. I said I should be keeping well. या तो फिर मैं सुबह जल्दी उठ जाऊंगी या उठ जाऊंगा. I will be attending. So either of the condition will be true. Hoping you understand. That's the difference between and or. Is that okay? Fine. Alright. Okay. There is one more logical operator which is not. But before that, I would like you to answer some of my questions here. I hope I have mentioned it. How about this one? See, logical operators, people. Quick. Logical operators. Quick, keep answering. 5 greater than 2 and 5 greater than 3. Yes, 5 is greater than both 2 and 3. So this is also true and this is also true. Final outcome will be true. 5 is greater than 2. Yeah, true. But sorry, 4 is not less than 3. 4 bada hai, chota nahi hai 3 se. So this is going to give us false. Because the second statement is false. Right? 5 is less than 2. Wrong. First ही wrong हो गया, वो आगे देखने भी नहीं जाएगा. You understood what I spoke? People, see, the logical operator is and here. And the first fellow only turned out to be false. What the hell to waste time behind checking the second condition? Are you understanding my point of argument here? And means what? Both should be true. अरे but जब पहला वाला ही fail हो गया, I repeat the point again. What the hell? What sense does it make to check the second condition? Leave it, declare false and escape. Exit हो जाओ वहां से, निकल जाओ बाहर. Clear? Fine? Alright, people. How about this one? Yes, true, correct. People, how about this one? True and true. That means, what if I write like this? I think people are answering here. Good. If I write like this, print true and true. That's an expression, people. Let me comment this. Okay, isko comment kar dete. This is an expression. So true and true is going to give me true only. This is exactly what table I made here. True and true. True and true. So if I write like this, true and false, of course, it's going to return me false. People like fastest finger first kind of thing going on. You also keep your mind quick. Answer dete jaiye fatafat, quick. Right? 6 greater than 2, true. 7 greater than 3, also true. So outcome is true. 6 greater than true, but 7 is not less than 3. Correct? So this should be false. No, sorry. Or hai. People, this is or. I forgot to notice that. This is or. First is true, but second is not true. Yes, my friend, it will be true only. Correct. Alright. What about this one? 6 is less than 2. No, wrong. Or 4 is less than 3. Both of them are wrong. Even though it was or, but none of them was true. That's the reason it is false. Is it okay? Fine. Take care, people. See, this is how we make use of not operator. Good. People, not. 1 minute. I pause here. People, not operator, check. Is A greater than 100? Or let me say less than 100. Yes, false. Correct. A is 10. Is 10 less than 100? People, answer this one. Is 10 less than 100? Yes, true. Okay, but if I negate this, if I write here not, that means it is going to negate. Negation, people. Na kar dena. Nahi bolna. Whatever is the answer, it will negate it. If the final answer was true, it will make it false. And if the final answer was false, negate or not operator will make it to true. Right? So yes, A is less than 100. That is true. But not of true will be false. Got it? Not of true will be false. Okay? So what if I write like this? Is A greater than 100? Sorry, 10 is not greater than 100. Dekh rahe aap? Yeah, 10 is not greater than 100. So this is false. But not of false is going to return me true. Is that okay? People, take it. So not of true, this is false. Not of false, this is true. Friends, any answer? What about this one? I have left it question mark here. Guys, I have left it question mark. If anybody could help me fill up this blank. How about here? Not true. Quick. I won't answer. You have to write it to me. Not true. Not true. Waiting for your answer in the chat section. No one? Okay. Okay. So if I write like this, print not of true. Okay. Bharat, Akhila, they are saying true. Okay, let me check. So not of true is false. Am I right? And if I write here again, so we know not of true is false, and false ka not is going to return me true, of course. That means that is correct. Is that right? And similarly, if I write like this, false. So not of false is true, and true ka not will return me false. Is that right? Correct. So this is how it too works. Yes, correct people, correct. Alright, fine, clear. People are answering here, right? So these were the two, or let me say 3 categories of operator that we have covered up in that. Where is my presentation here? Arithmetic, comparison, logical people. Alright, assignment operator, that is very simple in fact. There are many assignment operator as of now, people, yep, correct. As of now, we learn just one assignment operator, that is equal to. Rest assignment I'll show you tomorrow with a huge time. Okay. So if I write like this, A is equals to 10. Yes, so that means 10 is assigned to A, correct? So that means that's an assignment operator. People, before I could wind up the session today, I want to discuss one interesting operator with you. Very interesting. Your eyes, ears open for 2 minutes, please. Called as identity operator. Okay, that's identity operator. Now what is identity operator? You know, is, not is. These are the 2 operators called as identity operator. True. Okay, thank you people who are answering here. Good. Okay, is and not is. Right, now see, suppose if I write like this, A is equal to apple, mango, banana. Alright, and B also equal to, attention, it will hardly take us 2 minutes to understand that, apple, mango, banana. If I write like this, is A equal to B? Is A equal to B? Let me comment this. I just want this one output here. Okay, is A equal to B? Correct. A is equal to B, because it is actually checking what is assigned to A with what is assigned to B. Now to your strange surprise, when I say identity operator, A is B, it says me false. Sorry, A is not B. Right? Now what is the meaning of this identity operator is, you know, it checks for equality of 2 objects. That means 1 minute. That means the 2 objects whom you are comparing, first of all, must have same data types, as well as they must share same memory location. Okay, I'm writing here in short. They must, first of all, there are two criteria that we should meet here. Alright, they should be of the same data type. They should be of the same, but A and B both here are of the same data type. आप देख रहे हो? But on the memory, these 2 variables are different. So what I do now, if I say C, I create a 3rd variable and I write it as A. That means whatever is in A, assign it to C also. Alright. Now what happens is, a programming language is always very smart. It will not allocate memory to C once again with the same value. Hi people, are you understanding what am I talking? आपने क्या लिखा 3rd line पर? C is equals to A. That means whatever A has, you assign it to C. No. So memory is not going to create new space for C. Instead, whatever is there is in A, the memory held by A will be shared by C. You understood? That means C will also point to the same place where A is, like this, people. Okay, so if this is A, say this is a memory allocated to A. Okay, this is A. Alright, and if you say C is equal to A, it's not going to create a new memory for C and write everything that A has for C inside, like this, people. This is not going to happen. This is wrong. So when you write C is equals to A, people, C is equals to A, instead it will create another variable C and make it to point to same memory location. Can someone acknowledge to me in the chat section, is this understood? So now if you see, A and C are both of the same data type as well as they are sharing the same memory location. Isko hum bolte the two objects are same. You understood? These two fellow people, they are like brothers. They are like real brothers, and these two objects are same. So now if you write is A or A is C, yeah, C is A, you check, it returns true. You understood? It returns true. And if you say C is A, yes, true. I hope you got my point. But if you write A is B, A is B, no, the two objects are different in memory, correct? A is differently created, B is differently created. But when you say C is equals to A, the same memory occupied by A will now be shared by C also. I hope you understand. तो ये ऐसा कंफ्यूज होता है तो ऐसे देख लेने का, people. See, check ID of A, that returns a memory location. Check, this is the ID of A. Check what is the ID of B. Okay, let me say print. Okay, print the ID of A. Yeah, print the ID of B. I hope you got it. You see the two IDs are different, am I right? ये number last में change हो जाता है. But if you see, print the ID of C, you see the ID of A and the ID of C, people, that is ditto same. I hope you got my point. The first one and the third one I am talking about. Correct, people, correct. Yes, the first one and the third one I am talking about. See, the ID of A and the ID of C, this is absolutely same because they have the same memory location. I hope you got my point. Concept 100% understood. That is what is the meaning of is. Keep it for an interview question also. What is the difference between is and equal to equal to? When you say A is equal to B, हाँ तो वो तो true बता देगा. Am I right? Let me say like this. Print. Is A equal to B? Yes, A is equal to B, but these two are actually not the same object in the memory, correct? Right? Whether these two are the same object in the memory, are you referring to them? So we better make use of is. That's an identity operator or a not is. Right? Fine. What if I write like this? Not is B. I think I made a mistake. It is not is, it is not. Yes, true, correct. A is not B. I hope you're getting my point. बराबर बता रहे हो आप. A is not B. That's what we want to say. Hoping people understand. Clear, right? So is and not is, these are the two different types of identity operator. Identity. If you could give me just one more minute of time. In short, I also show you people. Bharat is saying, ma'am, every time memory location changes, or is it happening in Google Colab because it's cloud based? No, Bharat, no. The same thing will happen even if it is your system RAM memory also, since it's a temporary buffer. Is that okay? It's not because it is cloud based. Every time you run the program, every time a new memory is created. You understood? By compiling and running, that means it makes the older variables to be killed, the variable will retain its value till the time it is under execution. You rerun, execution is stopped. That's the reason you get new values every time. Bharat, understanding? So even if you work in idle, the same thing is going to happen. This is not something flaw with a Google Colab or because it is a cloud-based system. Right? If you understood my answer here, response to me in the chat section by saying yes or no. Clear? ठीक है guys, fine. Last. Something called as membership. उसका नाम ही बताता है उसका काम. Membership people. Like, is something a member of something or not? Like, I have this list. Okay, so membership operator people, it checks the membership of a data. Come on, checks the involvement or membership of the value in any particular data structure. Okay, data structure could be list, set, dictionary, tuple, string, etc. So this is my list. Okay, suppose if I want to check apple in A is a list, correct? And Rajaguru, just 1 minute please, I'm sending you the attendance link. Itna dekh kar jaiye. Apple in A, it returns me, people, it returns me, yes, true. That means apple is in A. I hope you got my point. Fine. So if I write not in A, false. Correct. And if I change it to capital A, not in A, true, because capital A and small a, Python is case sensitive. That will make a different 2 watts. Right. So this is how the membership operator works. It simply checks for availability or involvement or membership. Being a member of. That is what is membership, right? Being a member of, हम उसी को membership बोलते हैं. A particular data is a member of some other data or not. Alright, we will explore this membership operator into yet much depth and detail once we start learning string, list and all. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? Chaliye, just let us quickly put together what we have seen today. Arithmetic operators. People, arithmetic operators. That is plus, minus, multiply, divide. Guys, multiply, divide. What else? Floor division, modulus and exponent. That is double asterisk. Comparison operator. Equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Okay, logical operators only 3. That is and, or, and, not. Assignment operator, that is equal to. I have yet to teach you some shorthand assignments now. Shorthand assignments. This we will learn as and when we keep writing the code. Like. Okay, like plus equal to. This is called as a shorthand assignment. Minus equal to, multiply equal to, and so on. Membership operators that we saw, that is in and not in. Identity operator that we saw is and not is, or is not, let me say. Is not. Alright, fine. I doubted we won't be able to do the bitwise operator. Fine. Whenever time permit in between, we will definitely complete the bitwise operators also. I hope you got my point. Anyways, but the chances we will be ever using bitwise operator in our full stack course is very less. That's the reason I don't give much importance to it. Is that fine? All of us here fine? Okay, people. I shall be sharing with you this file after the lecture, in which I have written exercise for day 3. Okay, try to do this 10 to 14 questions present in the exercise based on operators. I hope you got my point. Okay, for example, check the type of 10 is equal to the type of 10. You do it please. Check if 9.8 is equal to 10. Alright, what about this one? See this one. This one. Check if the floor division of 5 by 2, that means if I divide 5 by 2 and a floor division is equal to the integer converted value of 2.7. Alright, that is equal to the integer converted value of 2.7 or not. Try to do all these 7, 8 or maybe 10 to 14 questions as much as you can. by tomorrow and keep it there. All very simple. Is that okay? Fine. Assignment daily basis पे self practice के लिए करते जाइए. As of now, we are not asking you to submit the assignment. That is only for the self practice purpose. Hoping you are understanding. Clear? Fine. Take it. From the day tomorrow, people, from the day tomorrow, we shall be working in Visual Studio Code, and I shall guide you the complete process for extensions to be installed, interpreter how to be selected, virtual environment if required. Is that okay? Fine. Chaliye. All set to go. Bye. See you back tomorrow again at 5 p.m.